Hey YouTube, welcome to Super Lorcana World. It's your one-stop shop for everything Lorcana. It's been a while, but we're doing a How Good Is It episode. It's been a long time. And I think of no better card to discuss than the Minnie Mouse that was officially revealed. Um, has Shift 2, Evasive, and its ability actually reads when you play a second action in a turn, this character gets +2 lore this turn. That means it's not like every action after you get 2 more lore. No, no, no. It only gets it once, and you have to activate 2 actions to do it. If you have multiple Minnie Mouses, they obviously all activate, and blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this video, I've been thinking about this card for about 6 hours, and I've read the action list up and down, left and right, looked at all the cards, and I'm curious on what the internet's consensus is. Because there's a lot of people that think this card isn't very good, and there's a lot of people that think this card is very good. Um, I will give you my opinion and verdict at the end, but what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and also like and subscribe to the video if you want to see more stuff like this. So, the fact that this is a shift for 2 on a 2/3 evasive that quests for 1 is strong because we have a 1-drop 1/3 Minnie Mouse in the same ink. So this is definitely something you can do really easily. Like, that's what power creep looks like, don't forget. Like, you could just do this. Turn 1 Minnie Mouse, turn 2 Minnie Mouse, start questing for 1. And unless they have evasive, they're not doing anything to it anyway. And like 2/3 stats turn 2, as you know, isn't the easiest thing to take care of, right? And add evasive to that, it becomes a little more complicated. Because now Gaston can't just come in and kill her, right? It doesn't work that way. So these are all very interesting things. One of the biggest criticisms I see is that if you're playing a longer game Minnie Mouse deck, a longer game, which we'll talk about in a minute, but you play a longer game deck with it to try to really stack up the triggers and all that and try to win late game with them, it loses to aggro. And that would be incorrect because you have great aggro tools in red, such as, I don't know, Gaston and freaking Aladdin. You have things like Dragonfire for removal. It's an action, by the way. It kind of synergizes with that. If you got Cusco's to deal with, don't worry because you have freaking Gaston, or you have Maui, or you have Mulan now. That trades nicely with the Cusco as well. Those are all things you can do. Very powerful card. You can ready it if you want to, Shield of Virtue, if they have evasive on board already, so that you can constantly keep getting that lore if you have actions to repeat. So, the argument that it loses to aggro is a mute point. Everything loses to aggro at some point. Some things more than other. Aggro is just aggro, and sometimes aggro will just aggro you. And there's nothing you can do about that. But, yeah, I just want to cover that point real quick. Alright, now, actions. This game has a fair amount of actions, and we only have a full set's worth of actions, plus whatever's been revealed so far. So far, we only know 2 new actions: Zero to Hero, Stuck, Bounce, Hypnotize. Nothing in Ruby yet, and that's fine. So what could you do? What are some possible things you can do? Well, let's just take a look and see what we got going on. I envision an idea where turn 1 Minnie, or where's that turn 1 Minnie? This turn 1 Minnie, turn 2 Minnie, turn 3 double cannons. Wow! And all of a sudden, you blow up their early aggro board if they're playing aggro, and you get to frickin' quest for 3 turn 3. That's crazy. That seems really powerful. And then if you're playing the Captain Hook, the Recurse Fighter cannons, you're doing pretty good. The sucky part is the lack of draw power you're going to get if you play that strategy. But it is what it is. You have access to Magic Mirror, and that puts you leagues ahead. And that's fine. Okay. No big deal. Let's talk about the dream here. The dream. We have a card called Do It Again that says return an action card from discard to hand. For 6 memory, you can repeat these, which means if you have a team of evasive Minnie Mouses on the board, every turn you can just, for 6, activate 2 of these. They're questing for 3 each. That can snowball really quick. You gotta make the turn 6 to do that. But I don't think that's a big. I don't think that's hard. I really don't think that's a problem. I do not think that's a problem. So the Lady Tremaine, Do It Again combo stuff, seems to work really well in this particular archetype. What else do we got? Well, if you're playing Ruby Amethyst, turn one might be a bit hard because the only action you're really playing that's cheap is Befuddle. Sucks. But turn four, you could do a situation like, I don't know, you turn one, play this, you turn two, play that, you turn three, play the 3-drop Maleficent to draw a card, turn four, you sing Pot of Greed with Maleficent, you play another Pot of Greed, and then all of a sudden this now quests for 3. So it can fit into your Ruby Amethyst decks. And on top of that, it's good against aggro, because it's a 2-cost 2/3. Like, it's fun. And evasive? It's great. Can help you with the race. Early game, pretty good. Not too bad. What can you do in yellow and amber? Amber has 2 really good actions that I like. It's got Part of Your World, which gives you character recursion, so you can bring back your Minnie Mouses over and over again. And then you got Be Our Guest, where you can reveal top 4 cards and add a character to your hand. And, like, that's reasonable to do as well. You know, again, impossible technically to do it turn 3. But, like, turn 4, you can start popping off like that. Multiple Be Our Guests. Get some characters. Turn your Mickey Mouse sideways. You're doing good. Having a good time. You're having a really good time here. And then, what else do we got? The only other really, like, how do I want to word this? I'm trying to think of a positive way to word this. Sapphire. I like Sapphire a lot with evasive characters because of this Aurora, right? This Aurora gives everything Ward. Having Ward on evasive is really good, and if you have 2 of these, it only loses to widespread removal, which in set 2 might see a decline in play because of resist, or Be Prepared, which might see more play, honestly, and that's whatever, that's fine. But meta-call dependent, it could be really scary, because if you have untouchable minis because you have 2 Auroras, what actions can you activate to really abuse that? Not many. You got Develop Your Brain, you got One Jump Ahead. But you also have Let It Go, that you can sing for free if you have something else to sing it with. And maybe that's a removal that you can keep in mind. Yeah, that's really it right now. Because we don't know any other actions. We will know more when we know more. And maybe there's actions that cost 1 that are just crazy. And then Minnie Mouse gets absolutely crazy. My verdict is this. I think Minnie Mouse is good. I think Minnie Mouse will see play. People that think this card is bad, you're wrong. There's so much you can do with Minnie Mouse with just the first set cards we know about. We're not even considering what might come in the second set. We don't know yet. So we kind of have to guess, or, back to the guessing game stuff. But it's fine. The card is a good card that can really snowball later in the game. It can. Think about it this way. Emerald has things like Mad Hatter and Cusco that cost 5 that basically quest for 3. This is 4 that basically quests for 3. Now you might say, okay, you need 2 actions to do it, but it is what it is. You can't deny it. And having evasive makes it different than Cusco, which has Ward. Yeah, you can remove it with like a smash, but you can't just attack with anything. I don't know what else to tell you. But my verdict is this card is good. And I think, depending on what we get, it could be even a lot better, or it could just be good. We won't know, honestly, until we get more cards revealed. That is it. That is my analysis, and that is it for how good is Minnie Mouse. Please let me know if you agree with me in the comment section, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.